his time. It's Bam's time. Bam's time to shine. Welcome back to the channel. Another video as usual. You know, we are consistent on here. If we don't post one day, we post the next day. We got shit coming for y'all. Trust, hope, and believe. Bro, we got some shit dropping. Trust, hope, and believe. But anyways, let's get straight to the video. I ain't gonna do too much talking. I actually had a different video planned, but then this popped up on Twitter and it's popped up on Instagram, obviously. So, and I actually have there's a YouTuber who I watch. She did a reaction to this video, and I want to hear what she has to say. So we're gonna pretty much it's gonna be like a 2-video in one. So we ain't gonna spend too much time on this initial one, hopefully, because you know we like to, because we give our opinions, and I don't want to hear anybody saying why everybody keep talking about other. Bro, I'm a person who don't really like to talk about. I'm a person who do believe certain shit shouldn't really be up for even talking about. But when you go on social media and post certain shit, we're a reaction. We do reactions. We speak. I react to things every single day. I'll be watching the video, cameras off, and I'll pause it and be like, bruh, huh? You just, like, I'll literally be reacting to a video without recording myself. Now we're just doing it on camera. You know this, so don't be, bro. Anyways, it says Jada Pinkett Smith shares that she and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. I made a promise that there would never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. Cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But this, I guess, my friend sent this to me on Instagram and just told me I should react to it. Now, he didn't even tell me I should react to it. He just said, bro, I can't even believe this. So I'm assuming it's something that's said. And according to the thumbnail in this girl's video, I clicked it already, but I didn't watch it, obviously. She has something in quotation marks that I guess she said. So we're going to see if she said it. Because if what I saw in quotation marks is something that she actually said, it's not a clickbait or clickbaiting thumbnail, that's crazy. We got some shit to talk about. So let's get it, man. Come on.
Many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true? Right. Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. Yes. It was not a divorce on paper, right, but it was a divorce. So
there's a comment, this is by a female. She said, girl, set that man free so he can actually I can't even read right now. Set that man free so he can marry someone who actually wants him. That's tough.
The year 2016.
So they're separated,
which is 7 years ago.
Ago.
Y'all have been apart.
Separated. Damn, that's tough.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing...
Okay, it's the next slide.
How to be in partnership.
Okay.
Right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know?
That's the messed up thing about this, being in the spotlight, being in, like, that's why I always said private life is the best life, man. If you are a person in spotlight, do whatever you can to keep your relationship, bro. The troubles that y'all have, keep that shit off of the air, bro. They over here doing red table talks, and it's like, bro, I'm not sitting here having a conversation. Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? If there's business involved or whatever the case may be, sometimes business with your personal life is just not even worth it. That's not a stray for her, not a stray for him. That's for any people who, like, just keep it off, man. Do your best, because you already gonna be in the public eye. But do your best to, bro, we don't hear anything about them. We don't know anything. They don't go to social media. It's nothing. Don't give them something to talk about. Just do your best.
And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup. Why did the relationship fracture?
Why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, even stuff like this is like, I'm gonna react to it, but it's like, damn, bro, like, just keep it political. It didn't work out like how a lot of relationships don't work out. It's that simple. But why though? Ask everybody else, but why? You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it at a minimum, man.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying.
Yeah.
How to be in partnership.
Shit, next slide.
I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
That's something that really will hurt you, thinking that, like, that's something everybody, including myself, everybody makes some mistakes like that, how the other person should be, you know what I mean? Because it'd be just certain things about them, like, you don't understand, like, why do you do it? And then there's some stuff to you. Then now there's a thin line between, no, they aren't supposed to be doing stuff like that. There's a thin line between that, you know what I mean? But there's other stuff where it might be she might not remember as much. It always seems like when it comes to me, she might not remember, or whatever the case may be. But she'll remember every other thing, and you feel like she should remember everything. You know, she might just be a person who doesn't have good memory with certain things. You know what I mean? It sucks that when the stuff pertains to you, she's like that or he's like that. You get what I'm saying? But there's certain stuff like they hitting below the belt, saying some crazy shit to you when they're mad at you. Oh no, that is something how she shouldn't be like that. He shouldn't be like that because that's tarnishing. That's verbal abuse.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
That's something good, but that's something good because it gives you breathing room. But at the same token, I don't know if I'm not saying that. I'm not going into my marriage thinking we're gonna divorce, but I'm also gonna be realistic about certain things. I'm not going in there thinking. I'm not trying to think the worst, but you can't do some man or woman. You can't do something outlandish to somebody think they're supposed to stay with you. You know what I mean? Some people do it for the kids, keep the family together. I don't know if this in particular kept that family together. I just seen the son. I don't know what's going on with the son, but shit.
And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could...
Okay, so this is it. This is all? All right, let's see what this girl had to say. Because she her thumbnail made me think that Jada says something crazy. So let's see if it's true or not. Maybe it was just her.
In the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. Yes. It was not a divorce on paper,
right?
But it was.
Does she speak in any of these? Because we already gave our reaction to it.
The year 2016, which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been.
Right.
Of course, I get hit with an ad. I can't even see the little yellow dots at the line on my YouTube anymore for some reason. I don't know.
And in regards to how do we present that to people?
So it looks like she don't say nothing.
Of what we thought the other person should do, whatever. And I are quick, right?
But you still live separately.
Yeah. So she doesn't say anything until now. Okay, good.
Okay, guys. So many of you guys have sent this to me. I mean, you guys are quick, right? You guys are very, very quick with it. And it just so happens that...
I can't wait till people start... Like, my friends be... like giving me little suggestions. Nobody just really, hey bro, you should go. Like, you know, my friends might do it sometimes, but I can't wait.
I was scrolling through social media and also saw this myself. And, you know, first things first, the first exact thing that I want to say is that we all know that when people embark on the journey of marriage, you know, it is not in a space that people are expecting perfection. Right? Like, I think if you are going into a space of a long-term committed relationship, i.e. for the rest of your life, and you are expecting perfection at all times, you should rethink getting married.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. We do that in regular relationships too. I'm not expecting someone to be perfect, but sometimes you might just, like, you know, certain things you think that they should just get, and like it should be like, we shouldn't be messing up in this area anymore. And if we do, it should be every blue moon. We should be messing up in new shit, not messing up in the same shit. That's how I personally am. And that could be wrong, could be right. I still don't know.
This is not, you know, the Disney fairy tale. This is not, you know, knight in shining armor just comes and scoops you up and you guys go along your merry way and you never have problems and you never disagree and there's never going to be, you know, certain aspects of your relationship where you are questioning things. Like, that is not reality.
I agree.
It's not.
I agree.
So I don't want to begin this conversation with the ideology that I believe that marriage is based off of, you know, perfection.
You got me with your thumbnail. You got me because you really made me, bro. Her thumbnail literally made me think that Jada says something wild. Her thumbnail literally says, like, it quotes, I didn't ask Will to defend me when he slapped Chris Rock. I promise you, if she actually said some shit like that, I would have been going crazy in this video. You, Reva, you got me with your thumbnail. Good shit with your thumbnail, because I thought that was real.
That to be true.
You got me.
In fact, you know, my A1 Day ones who've been here and supporting this channel would know that I speak from a place of trying to be the best version of yourself. I never say that I'm speaking from a place of you have to be perfect or else.
Yeah. Always be the best version
of yourself. There's a lot of, you know, in between. A lot of little spaces, a lot of little things that end up actually spoiling relationships.
Yeah.
That if you can just be mindful of these smaller details, it will assist you in having the best, not only you being the best version of yourself, but also having the best results in your relationship aspect because of your mindfulness.
I get it. Yep.
A lot of the time when we hear women who are just, you know, going off the rails and just saying whatever it is that they feel and are not being mindful of the way that they are approaching situations, about the way that they are communicating, that is where the problem in and of itself lies.
Yeah, I agree.
But, so I want to start off with that, okay? That is my disclaimer.
Good talk,
I want to start off with that.
Good talk. Everything you said was facts.
The next thing that I want to say, and I have to pull it up here on my phone because I actually was like, you know what? I saw these bits and pieces. I saw clips, you know, all these things that were popped up on social media, which we're going to get into, all the things that I saw. And, you know, I was like, I want to see if I can find or read somewhat of the article in which she talked about all of these things because I thought
maybe she did say that shit.
Now, what I found, okay, is that this, I believe, is about a book that is coming out that Jada Pinkett wrote. And I think the person who interviewed her read that book and was, you know, just bringing up little snippets of it. But what I found to be very interesting was that, you know, we're going to go right into the Chris Rock situation.
Oh, okay? Shit. Never mind. Looks like
She said in this interview with People Magazine about this entire situation, about the book, about, you know, this is her first time speaking up about exactly what happened. And she basically said that Chris Rock came off the stage and the first thing that he did was apologize to her. Now, I found that to be kind of interesting because, you know, when she was in the space,
looks like I was wrong.
From a place of like, oh, you know, everybody was running with the narrative that she was mad and he was doing this to defend her and to defend her honor. And, you know, she kind of like rolled her eyes when he said what he said. And it just shows the fact that like Chris was coming from, you know, a comedian standpoint. He
definitely was coming from a comedian because I just told y'all this girl, Reva, the girl speaking, I told her the thumbnail. And what she quoted that, like she put it in quotes, what Jada said. I'm like, oh, wow, she got me. Because I just reacted to the video on Instagram, and this is the same video. She didn't say that. So it looks like it's another article. Okay. But that was a joke, though. You know what I mean? She rolled her eyes like, whatever. And then he laughed. Then she looked at him like she gave him one of these. And then he was... And then got up and went to go do what he did. You know what I mean? It's like, you laughed first, bro. Then you went and did that? Okay, that's weird.
So, when we all saw that
I'm just being honest. It's not a diss.
Place, we were all kind of like, that's what comedians do. Like, they rag on people. They tell jokes. Like, I can only imagine that he is not coming from a bad place.
Right.
And making this, you know, making a mockery of this woman.
I agree.
In the same exact interview, she was saying that she did not see what he was doing as anything bad. She literally said, and I quote, I mean, that's what comedians do. I would just have to say that I am not really here to make any judgment on how people decide to express themselves and express their art. I'll say that several times I've had my feelings hurt for sure. I've had my feelings hurt a lot by Chris, but at the end of the day, being in the spotlight, it comes with the territory. So she's saying that, you know, he's a comedian. That's what comedians do. Who am I to tell him how to make a joke? Who am I to tell him how to host this award show? Who am I to, you know, try to put my feelings on Front Street and make it seem like I'm bigger than everybody else or I'm above reproach?
Yeah, you getting I ain't gonna lie, you getting roasted, bro. Because I remember I went to the Desi Banks show. And me and my boy Dom, we was sitting front row. I'm like, I pray this man don't try to roast me. Because I'm not about to sit here and just like, all right, cool, bro. All right, get to the next person, though. Don't sit here and just, you feel me? I was praying Desi Banks didn't try to come at me. Because I wasn't just going to, like, he probably going to roast the shit at me. He gonna roast me, let's be honest. But I was going to come, I had some shit ready, milk dud looking ass boy. Like, I was going to really get on him, bro. Like, you can't decide if you want waves or if your hair been like that same length for, like, nobody's laughing, but it is what it is. But I was ready, though. I was praying to God, Desi Banks wasn't trying to come at me. I was sitting literally front row. Like, I'm looking at him like he's there. He getting on the black girl sitting with the white folks. Like, all these black people in here, you sitting with the white. Like, you know, he's getting on her.
Husband. Okay, separated or not. The person who is in the family unit with you went up there to, quote unquote, defend your honor. And you are basically saying, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the fact that he's lost deals, regardless of the fact that he is no longer a part of the academy, regardless of the fact that, you know, a lot of people don't even deal with him no more based off of the fact that he did that for you.
It's hard to juggle everything in life. I feel like Purdue Global offers balance, and I wanted to go back.
Can we just be honest? It is starting to, get a little bit weird because of the fact that, you know, when she was in the thick of it in her space with the whole August situation, which is the, you know, singer who was friends with her son, a quote-unquote family friend that she ended up being in a relationship with, obviously as her and Will were separated. I think, you know, for people who have ever watched Red Table Talk, this is not anything that's blatantly new, that her and Will were not in a, committed relationship from 2016 moving forward. She's made that kind of clear with certain things that she said on Red Table Talk, and the people who watch it would know that this is not the shocker. Yeah. Okay? But even though they're not technically together or intimate or whatever the situation is, they have come to the public and presented as a married couple. Right. When that situation happened with August and they came to the red table, yeah, and they had a whole conversation about it. Will sat there in support of her. Okay? Defending her. Also being a crutch for her. Making it seem like it's us together. As much as everybody else can bash this woman, don't bash her too bad because she's my wife. And yes, I might have been upset about it, but I still love her and I support her. Even though you guys have, humiliated him. Okay? By, you over here telling your business. You over here talking about the relationship. You over here making him a meme. Because of your own transgressions, the things that you've done.
He did become a whole meme. I remember that shit. Oh my God.
And he still stood there. Saying, I'm a man, I'm going to protect her, I'm going to, do my due diligence, I'm keeping her mental health in mind, I'm keeping, all of these things in mind. Okay. He stood by it. Mm-hmm. Okay. The Oscar situation happened. Right. And he stood by it because he's quote unquote defending your honor.
He laughed and then he went up and did what he did. Shouldn't have did that.
Now, when stuff hits the fan and you're speaking about all of these things, to me, it is exuding he's on his own. I never told him to do that. I never told him to come to the Red Table Talk and talk about that. He didn't have to do that if he didn't want to. I never told him to go defend my honor. I never told him I needed any defending. I'm confused. I'm very confused. And I'm confused as to why, you know, women are acting all shocked and, oh, I can't believe this, and, oh, Jada, I can't believe you said this, and I can't believe, oh, well, you know, you're revealing so much about the relationship, but y'all were the same ones. When the incident happened, talk about, yeah, that's right, y'all need to get y'all a will, you know, because...
Stupid. Dumb. No, you don't need to go get you a will. Why would you? That was stupid. That was dumb. He laughed. First of all, he laughed when it happened. I'm not trying to sit here and bash a celebrity. Like, he don't care about my opinion. He probably look at this like, what is he talking about? Like, he probably don't care what I'm saying. But I'm just reacting. I'm just talking to y'all. Listen to me. He laughed, and then he went up and slapped dude. People say it's fake. I don't know. But it's like, you laugh, bro. I'm going to be honest. I'm not saying that. What I'm going to say is this. Because people probably be like, why does it have to be the other way around? Jada's not doing all that. She's not going to go, she might defend your honor in terms of saying certain things, but she's not going to go slap a woman that disrespects you on stage. And I'm not trying to sit here and compare what a man's supposed to do versus what a woman's supposed to do. But y'all, like, when that shit had happened, bro, you went downhill. You didn't think. You just reacted. You thought that was gonna put you back and put y'all in a good grace together. That was dumb. That was dumb.
Because I need a man that's gonna defend me. Y'all were all so gung ho in the foolishness and the toxicity.
That was stupid, bro.
But now when she left him out there to dry, y'all are like, oh no, this is crazy. This is too much. You know, you doing too much. You telling us too much of your business.
I'm gonna let the video rock out, bro.
Make it make sense, because it don't make sense.
It doesn't. It just doesn't, man.
After you pull the trigger,
how many ads you got in here, Robin? God damn, my God. How many ads you got? Shit.
Next aspect of this is when, you know, she tried to also throw in there that when they announced that they were, or when rumors circulated that they were separated in 2016,
yeah, that
Chris Rock was trying to holler at her.
The fuck?
What does that have to do with the price of tea?
Ooh, I ain't hear that. I ain't hear that. I did not hear that.
What does that have to do with? Because, okay, just from a viewer standpoint, it is coming, you know, to me, this is like the biggest thing, and this is what a lot of women in a lot of spaces do, right? When their back is against the wall, they start doing things like, well, he said this, well, she said that, well, y'all are mad at me, but he did this, and so it's looking like it's deflection.
Right.
Oh, Chris Rock ain't no saint, because he was trying to holler at me. He was trying to get with me. He deserved what he got. Oh, well, I didn't tell him to go defend my honor. I don't know why he did that. He got to deal with that stuff on his own. He got his own traumas that he's going through, and he needs to go through it by himself.
So she wrote out something pretty much saying that that's what comedians do. Yeah, it probably did hurt my feelings, but that's what comedians do. That's how they move. That's how they work. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, I am in the public eye, and it has its faults. Her saying that does make what Will did look even more dumb, because you went and slapped the dude for making a joke about your wife when that's what comedians do, and she's even acknowledging that's what comedians do. You know what I mean? If you don't want to get made fun of, don't come to the show, as long as they're not hitting home talking about death or something like that. And now her saying that in the article does make what you did, Will, even more pointless. So now I see why she tied the video, why she put that in the thumbnail. 100%. I make a joke about your wife, right? You come up and slap me or whatever, right? Or try to slap me, whatever the case may be, right? Then your wife, later on, go in the article and pretty much say, that's what comedians do, you know, I can't expect me not to get joked on. That's what happens when you're in the public eye. Stuff happens. This comes with the public eye. This comes with this. Has come with that. That makes what your man did even more dumb. You're acknowledging that that's what comedians do. And I'm trying to tell you, bro.
To figure it out for himself.
Trying to tell you, shit is crazy.
There was literally a quote in this book.
Oh, it's a book, not an article, a book.
Where she said, I'm sorry, in the interview.
Or interview.
Where she said,
where you find the interview
at? Because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, find it, because I didn't see that. I be trying to scope shit out.
She literally said,
because you do reactions,
when
you gotta...
When he came off the stage, her mind was like, there's no way that Will actually hit him. And then she said, it wasn't until he walked back to his chair that I realized it wasn't a skit. She said, I remember trying to keep myself grounded and settled for the people around us and specifically for Will. The first thing I did was ask him, are you okay? I wasn't even sure what was going on. I just knew one thing. I realized in everything I've been through to just stay calm. Stay calm. Then she said, on her own journey for self-worth, she's finding a way to support Will while letting him figure out his own path. She said, quote, for a lot of years, I've taken on a lot of responsibility, thinking that I'm responsible for a lot of things that just aren't my responsibility. Part of my codependency.
Part of my codependency.
Was it his responsibility to sit down with you when the whole August thing happened? I just want to know. Like, I just want to be clear. A lot of things that just aren't my responsibility. Part of my codependency. Was it his responsibility to sit down with you when the whole August thing happened? I just want to know. Like, I just want to be clear. Because a lot of women, and a lot of people say, oh, this is their business and this is their marriage and, it's their relationship. It is.
It is, but they're putting it online. Stupid. Not you, not Riva, but to people who are saying that. They're putting it everywhere. People are going to react. People are going to talk. Dummy. What do y'all... I hate when people say that. Don't put it out if you don't want people to comment. That's like me posting a video and y'all don't, and you watching, you don't agree with what I'm saying. I get mad that you comment that doesn't even make sense or something like that. Tell me why it don't make sense. Shit, let's have a discussion. Or I'm going to like the comment and keep it moving. I'm not going to post something for millions to see and then I get mad when somebody comment. Now, if you're commenting, F your kids, I hope your grandma die or something like that, you're just a weirdo. But other than that, what is it? I feed off that. You don't even want to do that. That makes me go stronger. I get stronger from that. You don't even want to play like that.
It is their business. It is their marriage. But you see, when things go public like this and things are so mainstream, There's a lot of people who are not mainstream who have very similar experiences.
Facts.
And when I say similar experiences, I don't mean that there's some women that's getting them in August, and I don't mean that somebody going on stage and going slapping a comedian to defend their wives, but we can find, the equivalent
split
of these actions in everyday life with everyday people.
There are people who are split up.
And with that being said, a lot of women house these traits of selfishness.
She said it, not me. She said it. Not me. I'm a fair person. I don't come on here just trying to bash women. I don't do that. When I was reacting to them court videos, there was a couple of dads there not doing what they were supposed to do. I was getting on their ass. I'm fair. I don't do the bias shit. I'm real fair. She said it, not me.
And it's sad because they come from a place of, well, I didn't tell you to do that. Well, I didn't ask you. Well, that's not what I asked of you. Well, I never told you. After this person has given and tried and done and respected and supported, when that thing swing around and it's your turn to offer that support, a lot of these women be like, well, let me use an example. Let me use an everyday example. A man can be the one who is, providing for the family, supporting. Maybe both of them are working, but maybe his income is a little bit higher. And, it's a two-people income and you guys are doing your thing.
It's a lot of women holding down the fort these days. Respect. It's a lot of women holding down. It's a lot of women holding down the fort these days. Respect.
Man could literally lose his job and a woman would be like, well, he better figure it out because, I'm not going to be the one, taking care of no man. I ain't his mama. I ain't this. But when he was doing it for you, it was okay. his job for the family, all these women be like, well, let me use an example. Let me use an everyday example. A man can be the one who is, providing for the family, supporting. Maybe both of them are working, but maybe his income is a little bit higher, and it's a 2-people income, and you guys are doing your thing. A man could literally lose his job, and a woman would be like, well, he better figure it out, because I'm not gonna be the one taking care of no man. I ain't his mama, I ain't this. But when he was doing it for you, it was okay.
He picked the wrong one. It's as simple as that. He picked the wrong one. There's no way in hell that woman didn't display those type of features in the beginning of the relationship. She showed her true colors before that. He picked the wrong one. It's simple as that. And that's a fact. There's definitely a I don't want to say it's a fact, but it's like a lot of men just want to know, like, it's not money first with you. Like, if I were to be in a fucking struggle right now, would you hold it down? Like, would you hold us down? You know what I mean? While I get my shit together. Like, if I was to go through a fucking recession, if I was to go through some crazy shit, like, would you hold it down? Would you look at me as less of a man because I can't provide at the moment? Like, that's all they want to know. Like, when you not money first, they gonna give you everything they can when they get it. But if you money first, you make them feel less of a man because they aren't able to do certain things. We in tough times right now, man, because that's literally all you see, and there's a time limit on it. Is it 5 months? He got to get shit together in 5 months. He might get a new job, but it's not how his old one was. Is there a time limit? Does he have a year to make that income that he was once making? Is there a time, like, you know what I mean? Shit is crazy.
It's been over 2 weeks since a devastating earthquake hit Morocco. Their situation is still far from getting better, but the help they're receiving is decreasing.
May God bless these people in this ad. Amen.
We have to make it make sense.
We do.
I also want to bring up this because in one of the articles that I read, Jada was very candid about her issues that she had been going through with, like, her mental health, and when she hit 40, and how depressed she was, and she was just going through a lot mentally. Mm-hmm. And I want to say this. There is spaces that people change. There is spaces that people, they go into this lifestyle, and they grow with this person. Definitely. And after a while, they realize that they do not want to be a part of this lifestyle. Definitely. They're not sure, what decisions that they made to even get them in this space. Sometimes they're in a space where it's like a midlife crisis or whatever it might be. Okay? People go through things mentally and emotionally. I think that we need to spend a lot more time vetting. I think that people who want to be married should spend a lot more time being around people who are married and who have been married for a long time. And not just married, by title, but they acting like 2 high schoolers. I mean, people who, a marriage where you could see, like, that aligns with your values, your core values, and sit down and see what that lifestyle is like. Instead of trying to be around your peers that don't got no husband, that's out here partying, doing all these things, you need to be around the company of women that you...
That is very true, but if you're speaking from a majority standpoint, but you are going to run into more often, I don't want women to feel because they aren't married that they can't be around women who are married. But you do see this happening a lot because there's certain things they may not understand, but there's certain things they might understand. You got to give people chances sometimes to understand certain things, not always go by the fact that they aren't married or in a relationship. But I kind of see why people are just playing it safe, and hanging around only people who are in that space because, bruh, it's crazy out here. But I do believe in getting everybody a fair chance.
Who are going to look like in about 10, 20 years.
Yeah,
and sit down and listen to these conversations. Because so many women, and I have to just be really honest, women will get into relationships, we've been together this amount of time, we need to get married.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to feel a certain way if we're not going to get married. They get married, and the woman is the one who's like, I'm not happy. But you wanted this. You're the one who brought it up. You're the one who pushed his hand. You're the one who urged him into this space.
You can't rush marriage, bro. That's something you cannot
But
rush.
then when things go, you know, awry.
This video about to be hella long. My camera finna die.
Then you're the one that's like, oh, well,
crazy.
I don't know. You know, I want to be free. I want to be this. I want to be that. A lot of women need structure. A lot of women have been protected because of the relationships they've been in. Men too, but talking about women for this aspect.
Men for sure.
I don't want to hear
men
the comments.
Men then got carried by some women.
Men, okay, but I'm a woman. I'm talking about women. I'm holding women accountable.
I'm fair. Like I said, I don't have to keep saying this shit. I hold both genders accountable. But I definitely do see some BS on the other spectrum. For sure. But it's BS on us too.
I don't believe that women should be lying to themselves about the things that they want or don't want in life. I don't think that anybody should be doing that. I think that it is harmful because when you embark on the journey of marriage with somebody else, not only is it your mental health that you have to think about, but also the other person's. Also their emotional well-being. Your emotional well-being is important. Their emotional well-being is important. Your mental health is important. Their mental health is important. And when you decide that you are going to commit to this person, it is something, a burden that you have to carry alongside them. When women are going through things, they expect their partner to hold that other side of the burden with them. But when it's a man going through things, and a lot of men don't even communicate to the extent of how they truly feel sometimes. Women are like, well, I just got to focus on me because this is taxing, this is stressing me out.
I'm gonna be so honest, bro. Dudes is gonna, a lot of men will communicate how they feel to their close ass friends before they communicate how they feel to their girl. It's just like, I hate that it's kind of like that, but that's just how it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, a man's gonna damn near shed tears in front of his homie before he shed tears in front of his girl. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm just being, like, I'm not saying that that's good. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just how it is. It's like, that's just how it is, bro.
I gotta focus on me. What about this person? Because when it was you, they were focused on you.
When it was you, they were focused on you.
I think that, you know, and I'm saying I think because this is my opinion.
Shit crazy, bro.
You know, a lot of women, especially in this age right now that we're in with social media and stuff, a lot of them are seeing, you know, the grass as greener on the other side. And it's not just younger women. It's older women, too, who feel like they didn't live, you know, fully in their younger years, or who feel like they have been living a lie, or who feel like they, you know, were doing this to please everybody else. And, you know, again, we have to be true. We have to be true within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. Because, again, it can be harmful to the other person. You're getting somebody else involved in some foolishness that you haven't even figured out yet.
It's a fact. I got nothing to say.
I'd like to know what you guys think about this.
Oh, you know what I think about this.
In the comment section.
You know, I'm
down
gonna leave a
below.
comment.
I would genuinely like to know you guys' thoughts, feelings, and opinions.
It's almost crazy because she's a girl.
There's so much more we could talk about with this. I mean, we could talk about this all day long, but I want to know what you guys think about this. So let me know you guys' opinions. Again, your thoughts, your feelings. Hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
Let me give you a like, man. That was a good video, good breakdown. It's crazy because it's coming from a girl, but hey, y'all do it. Whatever she just said, y'all do, man. If you want to, of course. Bad time, and I'm out, man. Catch me on the next reaction.